What's going on there? I wanted to talk about law of attraction today. This concept, um, if you're watching this, you know what I'm talking about. You've heard about it. And my relationship to that concept over my life grew up very, very religious, Catholic, and was a believer. I sang the songs in church and said the prayers at night, and God was always like with me in my head. Um, and then as I got into my mid 20s, I just started questioning. I had some real profound questions about any religion, and we find with all of them, I think that if you're that there's always a leap too far that you have to believe this thing happened to be safe or saved, to be one of us, to be one of the chosen people, and it just all fell apart. And plus, there's just so much dogma and hypocrisy that, on the one hand, talking about love and yet judging other people for the things anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I left religion, never gave up on God or the idea that we're here to help each other. And I think people that know me and have had interaction with me can vouch for that. Yeah, I can be super sarcastic and joke around, but I never want to hurt anybody, and I am friendly, and so that's kind of. But also, I love science. I love James Randi, the amazing Randi, the renowned skeptic who would um, debunk like Uri Geller and the psychics and religious frauds like Peter Popoff that use trickery to get money and cheat people. Um, so I love science and I love James Randi, and I was that for that reason I was skeptical. This it's too woo woo, right? This idea of law of attraction. You just think about the things you want and they come to you kind of magically. Um, and I was just flat out just BS based on my life. I'm gonna meander on this one as I usually do. I'll tell you what. There's something to everything, and they include astrology and things, tarot card, whatever. Any religion, there's something to it. It's there for a reason. Life is tricky. God is tricky. You think you get the answers, and then boom, it's gonna take a turn on you. So, where was I? Yeah, that in my life, I just trusted people. People are good. People are nice. They're kind, and I trust them, and they're not going to take advantage of me. And then you find that there are people who love to take advantage of you, put you down, steal from you. My own, roommate who I was paying his rent was cheating me on the bills, and then wouldn't confront me. And then you find, wow, there are psychopaths in this world. Okay, guys, it's real, and they're all over the place. You will date them, you'll marry them, you'll work for them, you'll live with them, and just don't be afraid of them. Don't be blind to their existence. Don't hate them or fear them. But recognize if you go through life with eyes, just wide eyed and trusting everybody, the guy says, trust me, I'll make you $1 million, and it's simple and may or may not be honest with you. Trust people, but recognize that there are people who will stab you in the back for $1. They have no conscience, no empathy. They're greedy. They're arrogant. On and on. Do your research. So that's one challenge I have with like I think what classical or what you usually hear from like Dr. Wayne Dyer, who I love and I'm getting into, the idea that if you see the things one way, if you view the world as loving and supportive, that's what you get back. And yeah, there's truth in that, but there's also another side. It's not truth because that's not been my life. I've viewed people that need to get taken advantage of. Count of Monte Cristo, right? Edmond Dantes starts off as just trusting and just a good trusting soul and doing the right thing. He has character, and he gets screwed by his friend, by his fellow employee, and the magistrate, right? The politician, sound familiar? And the politician, the magistrate says, well, God knows how you're going to make it in this world. Trusting everybody, trusting Napoleon. And he learns a tough lesson that, and he comes to that breaking point. He wants to kill himself. He's in prison for something he didn't do. And life sucks. And he gives up on God. And long story short, comes right back around to God. That God was always looking out for his best interest to set him free, to give him that wealth and happiness, and that's the arc of the hero. But gotten off track there. Law of attraction. The things that I like about it right now is reminding me that this is science. It's spirituality, religion. That you are a manifestation of a loving universe. You're not an accident. It just couldn't be any other way. And you are a vessel by which the universe experiences itself. You are the child or sibling of the stars. You come from stars, man. Understand what Einstein said about the nature of time. Think about that. And anyway, that yeah, you're loved. But in that love, it's not all going to be easy. That's not a story. That's not a growth process. You're going to be challenged. It's going to get tough. And the closer you get to that breakthrough, the tougher it's going to get. Struggle with patience. Struggle for noble ends, noble efforts. Recognize the struggle in other people. And meditate. You hit a brick wall, and it's like, you know that's what you want. That's the life you want to live, and what you can, the people you can help. If you make your dreams, reach your dreams, make them come true, and you hit a wall and think, well, it's universe is against me. It's not against you, but you're being pushed. Like any game, you're going to. It just wouldn't mean anything if you didn't have to work for it and struggle for it. I hope that makes sense. I think it's true. To think people get upset. Well, if like God loved us, He'd just give it all to us. You wouldn't appreciate it, and you wouldn't grow from the experience. You can't have those things until you temper your character. Why would the universe or God give you all that power if you're impatient, judgmental, carrying this anger? No, you gotta tamp down your primitive, dark side, so that when you do have the power, you use it wisely to help people. So, I think that kind of covers my thoughts. Of course, no one's watching these videos these days because I haven't done anything, I guess, yet. I haven't accomplished it, but I will. Got my books, my projects, and YouTube's part of it. And you'll find it at the right time. I wish you well on your journey. Have a good day.